أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu, and welcome to our class today. I hope and pray that everyone is very well. Jazakumullah for joining the class on time. I hope you've all had a look at the screen in front of you, as it does have your homework displayed that will be set at the end of the class. Okay, but it's a chance for you before class to note it down if your teacher in your breakout room is unable to share it with you, the link with you, or if you're unable to note it down. Okay, so it's there on the screen for you. And it also all our contact details are on the left-hand side of the page as well, so you can note that down too. We will start with our opening prayer as always, so let's have a student to the mic for that. 1936.
Assalamualaikum.
Wa alaikum assalam. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Alhamdulillah, I'm very well. Jazakumullah for asking. Can I just confirm that you're able to hear me clearly and the screen is being displayed?
Yes.
All right, brilliant. Jazakumullah for that. Okay, so let's start. So please repeat after me. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
A'udzu billahi minasyaitonir rajim.
Good. Over here, join the noon to the sheen with force. Minashay.
Minasyai.
Good, well done. So rather than saying minashay, so you're saying the noon kind of separate and the sheen separate, we have to join it really quickly and with force. Nashay, like that. Okay? So just take care of that. And the translation, please, before we move on.
I seek
Refuge.
Refuge with Allah from Satan, the rejected.
Good, well done. And let's do the smear. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Excellent. And the translation, please.
In the name of Allah, the gracious,
The merciful.
Merciful.
Excellent. Good. Let's go down to today's dua. Rabbi allimni.
Rabbil allimni
Ma huwa
ma huwa
khairun
khairun
indak.
innak.
Good. Well done. And the translation for this is, can you repeat after me? Oh my Lord.
O my Lord,
Teach me what is best for me.
teach me what is best for me
In your knowledge.
in your knowledge.
Good. And this is from Tazkirah. Okay. Well done. Jazakumullah for reading that for us today. Allah Hafiz for now.
Allah Hafiz.
Allah Hafiz. Please mute yourself. Okay. All right. So let's have a look at today's schedule. But before we do that, just a quick reminder about class etiquettes. I'm sure you all know this by now, and you are all abiding by the rules and etiquettes of this class. But please do ensure that you do wudu. Okay, so 10-15 minutes before class, go to the bathroom, do your wudu, and then make sure you come and sit down for the class. Wear your clean clothes, and heads should be covered appropriately. So with a dupatta or a headscarf or a topi or a hat. Okay. And please ensure that you're sitting in a nice and quiet place. This is really important so that we can all hear you clearly when you come to the mic. And your parents should be sitting next to you so that they can help you wherever needed. And it's also really, really important that you're using your correct IDs. Okay, so for today's class, we will begin with a quiz. Okay, the purpose of this quiz is to just quickly recap and revise what we've learned so far in these classes. Okay, so it's a good point in our schedule and in our classes to take a stop and just have a look at what we've covered so far, just to make sure that everybody understands it fully. Okay, and in this quiz, please don't be disheartened if you get any questions wrong or anything like that, because the purpose of this quiz is that you can yourself understand areas where you might need a bit more revision on or you need more help with, so you can focus on those aspects of the classes that we've done. Okay, so inshallah we'll do that in just a moment. And then in your breakout rooms, we are going to be revising. So what that means is your teacher in your breakout room will take some time to go through each student, and she may ask you questions about what we've learned so far, or she may ask you if you have any questions about what we've learned so far. If you're having any difficulties, you can express those to your teacher today in your breakout room. And also you will be we'll be asking you to recite various portions of the text from the Holy Quran that we've been covering in the classes, okay? Either for your homework that we've set you, or maybe what we've already done in class. We might go through that again. So that's what this session in the breakout room will be, inshallah. And then we'll come back at the end for our concluding dua, and then I'll set you your homework, which would like you to please complete straight after the class and in the evening as well. Okay, so let's move on to the quiz. Now, today's quiz, what will happen is that questions will be displayed on the screen. Each question will have 4 options for you to choose from. Students should answer the questions on the poll that appears on the screen. Okay, so once I've read out each question, I will request my colleague to please start the Zoom poll, and then you'll all receive a pop-up on your screens which will have the question and the 4 possible answers underneath it. And we'd like you to please select the answer that you think is correct, and then press the submit button at the bottom of the screen so that all your answers can be received by us. We would like you to complete this quiz on your own with no help from your family or friends. So I'm sure everybody will have your parents sitting next to you. So I'm sure they know the answers as well. But we would like you to please complete it by yourself. And like I said in the beginning, it's just so that you are able to know which areas you maybe need to revise and which areas you definitely know really well. Okay, so it's a good thing for you to just know which areas that you might need a bit more help with, and so we can help you on that as well. Okay, and then at the end we'll give you some time to answer those questions, and then at the end I will reveal the answer that is the correct answer, and then I'll explain it a little bit for you. Okay, so I hope everybody's ready. We will now begin the quiz with the first question. Now, we'd like you to please tell us, what is the name of this stroke? So in this blue box over here, what's this stroke called? Is it called a fathatain? Is it called a fatha? Is it a dhamma? Or is it a kasrah? Can I please request the admin team to initiate the poll for this question? Okay, so everybody should have received a pop-up now. And please select the correct answer. So what was the name of that stroke? Was it fathatain? Was it fatha? Was it dhamma? Was it kasrah? Okay, so a few more seconds for everybody to answer. Okay, so thank you very much. That was if I could please request the admin team to stop the poll now. Okay, I can see majority of people selected the correct answer, which is, oops, let me show you. Okay, fatha was the correct answer. So well done. I think majority of students selected that answer. So fatha is the name of this stroke. Well done if you got that correct. Okay, what is the name of this stroke? So this is the next question, number 2. This stroke, what is this stroke called? Is it a kasrah? Is it a fatha? Is it a dhamma? Or is it a fathatain? If the poll could be started, please. So what was the name of that stroke? Kasrah, fatha, dhamma, or fathatain? Okay, so if you could please end the poll now. Now let's have a look at the correct answer. The correct answer was kasrah. So this stroke over here is called kasrah. It is a stroke, slanted stroke found below the line, below the letter. So it's a kasrah. Well done if you got that correct. What is the name of this stroke? Is it a dhamma, fatha, madhmoom, or fathatain? If the poll could be started, please. What was the name of that stroke? Please select the correct answer, and press the submit button at the bottom as well. Okay, a few more seconds for everybody. Okay, if you could end the poll now, please. Okay, let's have a look at the correct answer. The correct answer is Dhammah. Okay, so this is a shaped stroke found on top of the letter. This is a Dhammah. Well done if you got that correct. Okay, next question. Fatha, Kasrah, and Dhammah are they known as short stretch? Are they known as long stretch? Are they known as just letters? Or are they known as short vowels? Can a poll be started? Please select the correct answer. So Fatha, Kasra, and Dhamma, what are they known as? Okay, so if you could end the poll now, please. Okay, let's have a look at the correct answers. Okay, so this question actually has 2 correct answers. So well done if you selected either of those. So Fatha, Kasra, and Dhamma can be known as short stretch, and they can also be known as short vowels. Okay, so either of those answers is correct, and I know majority of students selected those answers, so well done. Excellent. Let's move on to the next question. How much time should short stretch take? So if you see a short stretch, how long should you spend on that stroke? Is it 2 counts, as long as you want, 3 counts, or 1 count? If you could start the poll now. If you could select the correct amount of time you should spend on a short stretch letter. Short stretch stroke. Okay, I think majority of students have answered, so we can close the poll now. Okay, and the correct answer is 1 count. Okay, so short stretch or short vowels, as we just learned in the previous question, are Fatha, Kasra, and Dhamma. So if you see any of those 3 strokes, then you would spend 1 count on that stroke. Okay, well done if you got that correct. Next question, what is the name of this stroke? Is it Fathatain? Is it vertical Fatha? Is it Dhamma? Or is it inverted Fatha? What is the correct answer? Can you please start the poll now? Jazakumullah. If everybody could please select the answer that you think is correct. Okay, a few more seconds for everyone else to answer. Have a go. If you're still unsure, don't worry, just have a go, select an answer, press submit, and then we can all have a look later what the correct answer is. Okay, if you could close the poll now. Let's have a look at the correct answer. This stroke is called vertical fatha. It's the stroke of fatha that has been placed vertically on top of a letter. So it's vertical fatha. Well done. What is a letter that carries a fatha or vertical fatha called? Is it kaf? Is it madmoom? Is it maftu? Or is it maksur? If you could start the poll now. Please select the answer that you think is correct. Okay, brilliant. If you could close the poll now. Jazakumullah. So the correct answer for this is maftu. So if you see a letter carrying a fatha or a vertical fatha, it is called a maftu letter. Okay, well done if you got that correct. What is the name of this stroke? Is it vertical kasra? Is it fatha? Is it dhamma? Or is it fathatain? If the poll could be started, please. And if everybody could please choose the correct option or the correct answer. Okay, if you could close the poll now. Jazakumullah. So this stroke is called vertical kasrah. Okay, and everybody got that correct. So vertical kasrah is the name of this stroke. It's a vertical line placed below the letter, so it's a vertical kasrah. Well done. Now, what is a letter that carries a kasrah or a vertical kasrah called? Is it called munawwan? Is it called maksur? Is it madmoom? Or is it kaf? Can we have the poll, please? Okay, so if you see a kasra or a vertical kasra below a letter, what would that letter be called? Okay, Jazakumullah. Let's have a look at the answer now. A letter that carries a kasra or a vertical kasra is called maksur. Okay, maksur is the name given to that letter. Well done if you got that correct. Okay, what is the name of this stroke called? Is it called fathatain? Is it inverted dhamma? Is it dhamma or is it inverted fatha? If the poll could be started and if everybody could please choose the correct answer. What was the name of that stroke? Okay, let's have a look at the answers now. The correct answer for this question is inverted dhamma. It's the stroke of dhamma that's been placed upside down on top of a letter, so it's an inverted dhamma. Well done if you got that correct. What is a letter that carries a dhamma or inverted dhamma called? Is it called kaf? Is it maftuh? Is it seen? Or is it madmoom? If you could start the poll. So if you see a letter with a dhamma or an inverted dhamma, what would you call that letter? Okay, brilliant. Let's have a look at the answer then. The correct answer is, so madmoom. The correct answer is madmoom. If you find a dhamma or an inverted dhamma on a letter, it's called madmoom. Well done. Vertical fatha, vertical kasra, and inverted dhamma are known as long stretch, ishbaiya, long vowels, or tanween. Can we start the poll? What are those called? So vertical fatha, vertical kasra, and inverted dhamma, what are they known as? They have a special name. Okay, let's have a look at the correct answer now. The correct answer is, we have 3 correct answers for this question. So if you chose either of those answers, well done, you are correct. So vertical fatha, vertical kasra, and inverted dhamma can be known as long stretch, or they can be known as long vowels, or they can also be known in Arabic as ishbaiya. Okay, so if you got any of those correct answers, well done. Okay, what is the name of this stroke? So it's a double stroke. What is it called? Is it fatha? Is it fathatain? Is it vertical fatha or is it kasra? Can we have the poll, please? What would be the name of that stroke that you saw in the box? Okay, let's have a look at the answer then. Fathatain. This stroke is called fathatain. It's a double stroke and it's the double stroke of fatha placed on top of a letter. So it's known as fathatain. Okay, so we've just added the tain part of the word in. Okay, so fathatain is the name of this stroke. Well done. What is the name of this stroke? Is it fatha? Is it vertical fatha? Is it kasratain? Or is it kasra? Can we have the poll, please? What was the name of that stroke? Again, a double stroke, just like fathatain, but this time, what was it called? Okay, can we end the poll now, please? Correct answer is kasratain. Okay, just like fathatain, this is kasratain. It's a double stroke of kasra placed below the letter. So it's kasratain. Okay, so if you just add the tain part, that would help you. Okay, it's a double stroke, so kasratain, double stroke of kasra. Well done. What is the name of this stroke? Dhammatain, fatha, madmoom, or fathatain? Can we have the poll, please? What was the name of that stroke? Okay, let's have a look at the answer now. Okay, and majority of students selected dhammatain, which is the correct answer. So well done. Dhammatain is a double stroke of dhamma, so it's dhammatain. Okay, well done, everybody. And the last question is, what is a letter that carries a tanween called? Is it called madmum? Is it called maftu? Is it called munawwan? Or is it called maksur? Can we have the poll, please? What is a letter that carries a tanween called? Okay, a few more seconds for everybody. Okay, let's have a look at the answer then. The answer for this question is munawwan. So tanween, first of all, is what you call when you have a double stroke on top of a letter, on a letter. So for example, fathatain is tanween, kasratain, dhammatain, these are all tanween. But a letter that carries a tanween is called munawwan. Okay, well done if you got that correct. So Jazakumullah for taking part in that quiz. I know there were some questions in there that you may have been unsure of. So I hope this quiz has helped you to understand what you need to focus more on perhaps after class, okay? So note down what questions you got wrong maybe, and then just follow that up and have a look at that lesson again so that you can make sure that you know the correct answer and you understand that lesson fully. Okay, lots of different terminologies that we're having a look at in these classes. So it's really important that you stay on top of it and you know what those terminologies are. So Jazakumullah everybody for taking part in that quiz. And now we will go into the breakout rooms and inshallah we'll meet again at the end for the homework. Okay, Jazakumullah.